find a comfortable seat. You could cross your ankles. You could sit up tall, align your spine in a straight line. And I'm going to share with you, we've talked about the Gunas before, but this yoga philosophy is so rich and deep and gives us so much to work with. So I wanted to circle back to this today, balancing the Gunas. The Gunas are a major aspect of Ayurveda, the sister science of yoga and yoga. They are the three qualities of nature that all things are made up of: energy, matter, and consciousness. So the three Gunas, the first, tamas. Tamas is mass. It is heavy and dull. It is the quality that holds us back or keeps us down. Like all things in nature, it has a purpose, and without the mass of our body, our muscles and bones would not be able to stand. Without the earth, we would have nowhere to live. We are tamasic when we sit for hours, are constantly driving in our cars rather than walking, and do very little exercise. Rajas. Rajas is action and transformation. It is what we need to move and change. It's what it's what gets us out of bed in the morning and keeps the planet circling the sun. The energy of Rajas is very positive, but we must remember that although fire is helpful in many ways, if it is not controlled, it can be destructive. If our life becomes too Rajasic, then we suffer stress and anxiety and even burnout. And finally, Sattva. Sattva is clarity, light, and illumination. It is a state of peacefulness and serenity. Sattva is what we want most in our lives. It is the goal of meditators, yogis, and most people on a spiritual path. It is harmony and bliss. As BKSI Engar says in his book, Light on Life, one of my favorites, the interplay of these three forces are of crucial importance in your yoga practice. You have to learn to identify and observe them in order to be able to adjust their proportion. And as you penetrate inward, bring the beauty of sattva to the surface. So finding balance. In Ayurveda, the sister science of yoga, a lot of emphasis is placed on the foods that we eat. The ancient rishis of India studied food and determined the qualities of the gunas in what we eat. They looked at food in relationship to its taste, both during and after eating, its prana, life force, and the elements in its preparation. Sattvic foods and drinks, food that is light, soothing, and easy to digest. Sprouted grains, fresh fruit, vegetables, pure fruit juices, nut and seed milks, cheese if it's tolerable, legumes, nuts, seeds, sprouted seeds, honey, and herbal teas. Sattvic foods are those that don't aggravate your stomach, and that is kind of personal to each of us. But it's also tied into our tendencies of tamas, rajas, and sattva. So a sattvic lifestyle, it's not just the food that we digest. We also digest everything that we see and hear as well. So thinking about everything that we're bringing into ourselves, because we have to process that, and we've talked about that idea a lot as well. So simple ways to have a more sattvic life. Watch and choose television, movies, and media wisely. Put on some beautiful music. Light some incense or a candle with aroma therapy that grounds, harmonizes you. Read some uplifting and inspiring positive books. Sing, dance, draw. Do something that makes you happy and leads you to a good place. Give without wanting anything in return. Stop thinking so much and pushing yourself so hard. Of course, yoga. If you're in a bit of a rut or have lost motivation, then work on your willpower, this third chakra, which we're going to do today, and set a goal and stick with it. Live life as it was intended, full of positive energy, positive thoughts, and positive words. All right, let's do some breath work. So eyes open or eyes closed, sit up tall, engage your core. It means the ribs draw down, the navel draws in, and the pelvic floor lifts. And let's take some cleansing breath. Take a deep breath in, mouth closed, exhale, open the mouth and sigh. Take a deep breath in, and exhale, let it go. Let's take one more deep breath in, and exhale, release it. All right, wet the lips and take the tongue to the palate, the space behind the teeth. And we'll work with Ujjayi Pranayama. Now pause, align the spine, sit up really tall, and open the eyes for a moment. We're gonna fold the middle finger and the index finger down, and we'll work with Nodi Shoshonana, alternate nostril breath, because the Gunas, we're working to balance them, and this is gonna balance the right and left channels of our brain and our energy, that energetic go, go, go with the introspective, nurturing, calmer part of our nature. So we're balanced with Nodi Shoshonana. So let's see, we're gonna take the right thumb to the right nostril. Actually, before you do that, ribs down, navel in, pelvic floor lifts, right thumb, right nostril. If you have no issues with high blood pressure or dizziness, you can create Jalandhara Bandha by pulling your chin toward your sternum. Inhale, mouth stays closed, inhale on the left side. Take the right ring finger, seal the nose shut on both sides, hold the breath. Release the breath on the right side, right channel. Inhale on the right side, seal the nose shut on both sides, hold the breath. Release the breath on the left side. Inhale on the left side, seal the nose shut on both sides, hold the breath. Release the breath on the right side. Inhale on the right side, seal the nose shut with both fingertips, hold the breath, just a light touch. Exhale on the left side. Inhale on the left side, seal the nose shut, both sides, hold the breath. Release the breath on the right side. Let's let the right hand come down and lift the chin and just sit for a moment and pause. So that's a good tool on and off the mat if you're feeling out of balance. Nodi Shoshonana. The key to keeping your balance is knowing when you've lost it. The key to keeping your balance is knowing when you've lost it. Let's open up the eyes, turn on my playlist, and we'll get started. Good. So coming onto your back, let's walk onto the elbows, and we'll just begin here. Right? Your feet a comfortable distance apart, your knees over your ankles. Maybe let's just let the hands rest above your navel and below your sternum, your solar plexus. This is a solar powered energy here in the center of the body. Let's take another moment or two there. One more breath here. Good. Now bring your feet a little closer in, release your hands. Keep your core activated and pick up your feet. And let's have the knees be bent to 90 degrees. Cross your right ankle over your left ankle and squeeze your legs energetically to the midline. Let your head lift, and we're going to interlace the hands behind the skull, but you're just like lightly holding your skull. Hug the muscles to the bones on your hips. And then inhale, lift the head and shoulders up, and exhale, head and shoulders down. Use your core, not your hands. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Uncross the ankles. Let's hold the knees in toward the chest, and we're just gonna rock from side to side, put some pressure here on your back body. Good, so here the knees will bend to 90 degrees, cross the other way, squeeze the legs to the midline, interlace your hands behind your head, so we're tapping into our core muscles right away. Ribs draw down, navel draws in, pelvic floor lifts, hips hug in. Inhale, head and shoulders up, exhale, head and shoulders down. Inhale, up and exhale, down. Inhale, up and exhale, down. Inhale, up and exhale, down. And cross your ankles. Hold your knees, let's rock a little side to side. Maybe some cleansing breath, just let whatever you're pushing down, whatever you can, go. Good, now from here, let your feet come down, knees bent. And we're gonna do some dynamic bridge poses, but we're gonna alternate our arms. So press both palms down and press your hips up. Now let your right arm come up and over your head so the palm of the right hand is facing the ceiling and your left hand is grounded. Bring your hips and your pelvis down. Let's see, we're gonna let the arms switch and then lift your hips up. Bring your hips down, switch your arms again. Lift your hips up. Good for your brain. Bring your hips and your pelvis down, swap your arms out. Lift your hips up. Let's bring the hips and pelvis down. We'll swap that one more set. Stretch the right arm over your head, your left palm down. Press your hips up. Bring your hips down, swap out your arms. Lift your hips up. Bring your hips, your pelvis down. Let's let both arms reach above the head for a moment. And stretch your heels to the top of your mat in any comfortable position on your feet. And take a couple more cleansing breaths. And then let's span the fingertips out wide and make fist a couple of times. This is for the wrist. So you can press the hands into a fist and then you span the fingertips out. Decompressing the wrist. Good. And then bend both knees. Give yourself one more hug, rock from side to side. And just for a moment, pause in the center and notice the center of your body. You might notice that energizing shift in this solar plexus area. All right, we'll rock up to seated and come around to your hands and knees. So come to the hands and knees. All right, we're gonna bring the shoulders over the wrist and look up. Let's take some cat-cows. We'll wake up the spine, drop the belly, melt the heart. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. So opposite actions bring us to harmony. And it's the same thing with the gunas. If you're on a spectrum and you're too much in one direction, come to the middle by doing the opposite. So to come to sattva, we do the opposite of extremes. Good, now come to neutral. Keep your arms strong and straight. Now pick up your right knee and pull it in front of your right elbow, and we'll count 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the right knee down. Let's go the other way. Pick up your left knee and pull your left knee in front of your left elbow. Flex your left foot. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the left knee down. You should feel your core here. Pick up your right knee. Flex your right foot. Right knee's in front of your right elbow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee down. And let's go the other way. So pick up the left knee in front of your left elbow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the left knee down. Catch your breath. Now we're gonna keep the knees parallel and the toes curled if you can, and just sink back, stretch back here, forehead to the ground. And check in. Lift your head and we're just gonna glide out. So uncurl your toes and just take a back bend here, open up your hip flexors, and then sink back again. Curl the toes and sink back. These are opposite actions. Here we're in flexion, and then as we come out, we're in extension. So many opposites in our practice. Let's come back And we'll come forward. Should feel good. All right, now we'll bring the knees to parallel and take our first down dog. Press under each of your 10 fingertips and squeeze your inner upper arms together. So you feel your chest muscles activate. Engage your core, curl your toes, and press your hips up and back. Adho Savasana. And take a few moments here, find your breath, focus on your exhalations, letting go again. Good, now lengthen into the top of a push-up and look forward if you can. That will strengthen your neck. When we look down at the computer, like the keys or our phones all the time, our neck's getting kind of long. We want to keep it strong. Keep the left hand on the ground and reach your right arm forward if you can. And then bring your right hand down. Keep your right hand down and stretch your left arm up. Bring your left hand down. Press your hips to down dog. Let's take a couple of breaths. We'll do one more set. You can always bring your knees down if this is over efforting for you. Two or jazz it. Take your right arm forward and bring your right hand down. Left arm lifts and left hand down. Let's press into down dog. Take a few nice long breaths. And then look up, lift your heels, bend the knees, step or float to the front of your mat. Let's bring my hands to the hips, pull the opposite and rise up. Reach up, palms together, and exhale, hands to heart. Finding your mountain pose, pull the navel in, engage the core, narrow the hip points, hands to the hips. We're gonna pick up the right foot. Take your right hand to your left thigh and reach the right arm back. And then reach your left arm forward and kick your right leg out. A lot of core here. Bend the right knee, place the right foot flat. Bring the arms up, clasp, bring the palms together. We'll take Kali Mudra. Cross the thumbs, point the index fingers. Let's take a side bend to the right. Come back to center. Lengthen out of the waistband, side bend to the left. Come back to center, and exhale, bring the arms down. Right, other side. So pick up your left knee. We're gonna hold the knee for a moment, get your foundation. Find a drishti, right hand to the left thigh, extend the left arm back. Extend the right arm and kick your left leg out. Pull the left knee in, bring the hands to your heart, step the left foot down, reach the arms up, Kali Mudra. Strong in the center, side bend to the right. We'll come back to center, stretch up and over to the left. Come back to center. Now separate the hands, engage the core. We'll come into chair pose. Touch the floor if you can, and then come back to chair. So we're gonna touch the floor and come back up. One more time, touch the floor. You can feel your core. Back to chair, straighten the legs, palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart. Surya Sun Salutation A, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, halfway down or all the way down. Lengthen, monkey stretch. Open the hands, let's step back, plank pose. Engage your core, rock forward, bend your knees, or lower straight down. Uncurl the toes, you can come into Sphinx, Cobra, Head Cobra, or up dog. And then lift the hips up and back into down dog. Let's rest and breathe. Good, lift your gaze. Lift your heels, step or float to the front of your mat. Monkey stretch, fold forward, rise up, palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart. Remember to modify, take what you need, reach up, exhale, fold halfway down or all the way down. Lengthen monkey, top of a push-up plank pose. Chaturanga Dandasana, into your back bend, up and over the toes, into down dog. Let's hold here for a few moments and breathe. Now to come forward, if you want, this is a little playful way to come to the front of the mat. Engage your core and then take a little jump. Take another jump. Maybe one more jump. And then hands to your hips and come up. Reach up, palms together, and exhale, hands to heart. All right, let's step back with the left foot. And we're gonna come to a wide-legged pose here. Stretch the arms out. And actually, I'm just gonna have you make this a little short. Just come in a little bit. All right, now pick up your left knee to your right wrist and then step back. Right knee, left wrist, and step back. Left knee, right wrist, step back. Right knee, left wrist, come back. One more. Left knee, right wrist, come back. Right knee, right, left wrist, and come back. All right, catch your breath, go a little wider. If you flip your fingertips down, you should see your ankles, ideally. All right, catch your breath there. Now take your left foot, turn it to the back of your mat, Virabhadrasana 2. Left heel in line with your right heel or your right ball mount. Padabandhas. Press under the ball mounts of the big toes. We'll lift your toes first. Press under the ball mounts of your big toes and then rest your toes. Press into your inner heels, lift the arches of your feet and squeeze your heels to the midline. You feel a lot of fire in your legs. All right. So we're gaze over the left middle finger for a moment. Now turn your palms to the ceiling. Take an inhale as you exhale, straighten your left leg. Inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, straighten. You're using your feet to control the muscles of your legs. Bend your knee. See, inhale. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Bring your hands to your heart. Unsupported prayer mudra, humble warrior. So turn and fold toward your left thigh. We'll rise back up and open the arms out. Open the left palm, reverse the warrior. Open back to warrior 2. From your feet, straighten your left leg. Stretch to the left, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Your right hand falling below your left knee, or you could put a block underneath you if you'd like, or touch the ground. Try to relax your face and breathe. We'll rise up and bend the left knee. Reverse the warrior. Open the arms out, straighten the left leg, stretch to the left, triangle pose. Take the right hand behind your back, half bind. Lift the left arm off of your thigh if you can. A half bound unsupported triangle pose. And then let's release back to triangle. And rise up, bend the left knee. Straighten the left leg. We're gonna bring those feet in a little bit. Stretch the arms up, left knee, right wrist, and step back. Right knee, left wrist, step back. Left knee, right wrist, step back. Right knee, left wrist, step back. One more step. Left knee, right wrist, step back. Right knee, left wrist, step back. All right, go a little wider. Take a moment, that's very dynamic. And then turn your right foot to the front of your mat, bend your knee. Knees over ankles, Pada Bandhas, power up your legs from your feet. Find your dristi over your right middle finger. Breathe here. The breath calms our nervous system, helps us to be focused. If it becomes ragged, you're working too hard. All right, so inhale, and then exhale, straighten your, then come here. Open your palms, right? So now take an inhale, as you exhale, straighten your right leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Let's do that again. Bend the knee, and then straighten. We'll bend the knee, bring the palms together, shoulders rolling down the back. Turn toward your right thigh and fold. Humble warrior with this prayer mudra. Rise back up and open the arms out. Reverse the warrior. Open the arms out. Straighten the right leg. Stretch to the right. Let's come into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Your feet, the foundation of your house. Really connect them to the earth. We'll rise up and bend our knee, reverse the warrior. Open the arms out, straighten the right leg. We'll stretch to the right and then open into triangle pose, your version. You can look to the right big toe, straight out, or to the left middle finger. And let's rise up. Windmill down, touch the ground. Roll out your left heel. You decide plank pose, Chaturanga Dandasana. And over the toes. Let's stay here and breathe. Assess yourself. How do you feel? Where are you on that spectrum? If you want to be playful, come with me. Inhale, lift your heels, and exhale, jump a little bit. Inhale, lift, and exhale, jump. One more time, inhale, lift, and exhale, jump. Hands to the hips and come up. Reach up, palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart. If you have some water, hydrate. If you need some water, grab it. Or you can catch up with us. So let's hydrate here for a moment. All right, so let's take a moment. All right, let's bring the palms together in front of the heart center and check in. So far, most of this practice has been Ujjayi. It's very, very active, dynamic, fiery, right? Which is good, and we need this willpower, but we have to balance this out, right? So we can't just have these high-powered poses. We need to kind of balance that out. Let's press into the feet, reach the arms up, and hinge from the hips, forward fold, halfway down or all the way down. Inhale, monkey. Touch the ground and let's step the left foot straight back, straight like runner's lunge. I'm gonna hug the outer hip muscles, and you can always use a couple of blocks if you're not touching ground. If you're not touching ground, we've talked about this, your arms aren't working. They don't have to do anything, they're getting a pass. Let's focus on our inhalations. We'll take another breath here. And then let your left knee come down. Cushion the knee if you need some extra cushion. Again, we want to keep the sternum lifted and the spine long because we're lengthening in this position. So use something to touch the ground if you're not able to. You can bring your hands onto your right thigh if that feels okay to do. We'll focus again on our inhalations. We're in extension here. Good, now let's walk the blocks back and pull the right toes up. Press to the bottom of the right big toe, half splits. Hug the outer hip muscles in. Good, now plant the right foot flat. We're gonna curl the toes and lift the knee off, runner stretch. Keep the left hand on the ground, stretch the right arm up. Now if you can, roll to the outer edge, the pinky toe side of your foot, and stretch here if that is available. I'm gonna bring the right foot down, bring the left knee in so we're in a trimmed up low lunge. Lift the arms up, pull the navel in. Bring the hands to heart center and take the left elbow to the right thigh, taking this twisted low lunge. And if you want, take your left fingertips toward your right ankle and reach your right arm up. Bring the palms to touch and let's lift the arms up. And we'll add a back bend. So lift out of your waistband. Let's take a back bend here. Neutralize the spine, touch the ground. Pick up your left knee, elevate, and let's swap things out. So step the left foot forward, lengthen monkey, touch the ground, and let's go the other direction. So the right foot will step straight back. Just kind of notice the energy of these poses as they're put together here, and utilize these to bring your system, your energy, yourself back to balance. After all that really energized yoga sequence. All right, let's bring the right knee down, uncurl the toes, and touch the ground or the floor. You can bring your hands to your thigh, but keep the core activated. So we want to have foundation for the flexibility we're creating. Walk your hands, your blocks, and your hands back, and let's straighten the left leg. Lift the sternum. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you can bow toward your left thigh. This is flexion. But try not to collapse and round to get back. I'm going to try to keep the length. Now lift the sternum and let's walk out. Pick up the right knee, right hand to the ground, left arm reaching to the sky. Roll to the pinky toe side of your left foot if you can, and reach and open here. Bring the left hand down. Let's pull the right knee directly into a trimmed up low lunge, unless you want to have a deep back bend, if that's best for you, or you want that extra effort. Ribs down, navel and pelvic floor lifts. And then let's stretch the arms up. Bring the palms to touch, hands to the heart. Right elbow to the left thigh. It might feel nice to open your arms and use that opposition again, pressing the right arm against your left thigh to get more of a twist. And then bring the palms together. Let's lift the arms up. Lengthen out of the waistband and then take a back bend. Neutralize the spine, touch the ground. Pick up your right knee, elevate, and step your right foot next to it. Let's spend a few extra breaths here in the forward fold. You can grab your elbows, hold the backs of your knees, slide your palms up or down underneath your feet if that feels accessible. Take some cleansing breath or focus on long, strong exhalations. Good, and then we'll release the hands. Bring the hands to the hips and come up. Reach up, palms together, and exhale, hands to heart. All right. So coming to the top of our mat, engage the core. Inhale, reach the arms up. Now bend the knees and touch the fingertips to the ground. And now we're going to lift the arms up, bring the hands to the heart for a moment. Really hug the muscles to the bones. Now touch the ground and step your left foot straight back and look up. We're going to transition to a high lunge. Walk your hands up to your right thigh and reach the arms up. So really shoot your fingertips up from your heart energy, from your solar plexus. Take the left hand to the right thigh and reach the right arm back behind you. And then you can reach the left arm forward too if that's available. Reach the arms up, spin the left foot flat in line with your right heel. Heel to heel or heel to ball mount, warrior two. And then let's reverse the warrior. Open the arms out, right forearm, right thigh. Stretch and reach the left arm up and over the ear, side angle stretch. Really try to press the edge of your left foot flat. And then left hand coming around behind our back, half bind. Lift the right arm off of our thigh. Bring the right forearm to the thigh and stretch the left arm up and over. And let's take our hands down and just take a little walk and stretch for a couple breaths. Lift the head, walk the hands in and reframe your right foot. Open your hands, you decide. Chaturanga Dandasana, add or subtract. Look up to the front of your mat, lift your heels as you exhale, step the float in. Monkey stretch, fold forward, and rise up, palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart. All right, let's go the other way. Finding mountain pose, reach the arms up, bend the knees, chair. Now touch the ground. Bring your hands to your heart, just hold here for a moment. Focus on your solar plexus. Touch the ground, now we're gonna step the right leg straight back, straight leg runner's lunge. Hold and breathe. Walk your hands up to your left thigh. Find your foundation, hips hugging. Hip stabilizers, gluteus medius. You want those to hug to the bones to give us structure, and then reach up, high lunge. Right, take the right hand to the left thigh and stretch the left arm back. Extend the right arm out. Lift the arms up. Spin the right foot in line with your left heel or ball mount, warrior two. Reverse the warrior. Open the arms out. Left forearm, left thigh. Right arm up and over the ear. Let's breathe here. Bring the right hand behind our back, half bind, extend the left arm, half bound on supported side angle pose. Bring the left forearm to your thigh, stretch your right arm up and over. Open to warrior two. Let's touch the ground, and we're just gonna take this lunging side angle stretch for a moment. Lift your head, let's come back around. and step in with your back foot. And take a few extra moments in your forward fold. You inhale, lengthen, and exhale, bow. And then hands to the hips. We'll come up and reach up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. All right. We're going to take a couple of standing balances. All right. So engage in the center, ribs down, navel, and you can feel the bony bones on your hips. They're called the hip points. Lift those up and narrow those in. You want to lift your pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, and Uddiyana Bandha, right? So we want these bandhas, these locks, to give us the structure we need. Find a focal point, pick up your right knee. Take your right hand to your left thigh, reach your right arm back. Extend your right leg out. Bend your right knee, hands to your heart. Virabhadrasana 3. So find a gaze point, a drishti, and extend your right leg back. And then reach the arms out. Step your right foot down and exhale. Arms come down. Give your feet a little shake up. All right, let's go the other way. Engaged in your center. Lock in your legos. Zipper up your tight pants, your jeans. All right, draw the elbows back. Shift into your right foot. Pick up your left leg. Right hand to your left thigh. Left arm behind you. Extend your leg out. You can release your right hand and your left fingertips are behind you. Bring your hands in, bend your left knee, and we're going to come into Warrior 3. Focus and stretch your left leg high or low. Breathe. And then step down. All right. Hands to your heart and shake that off. All right, one more set of balancing poses. Reach the arms up, grab your left wrist, side bend to the right, come back to center, bend the knees, chair, bring your hands to your heart. We're going to take the left elbow to our right thigh. Even out your knees, find your focal points. Now pick up your left foot. We'll take this twisted Warrior 3, extend your left leg back. And then pull the left knee in and step down. Chair pose, straighten the legs. Palms together, hands to heart. Right, let's go the other way, reach the arms up. Grab the right wrist and side bend. Come back to center, bend the knees, chair. Bring your hands to your heart, your right elbow across to your left thigh. Even things out, hug muscles to bones. Look forward, find your drishti. Pick up your right foot. Really flare the toes. Extend the heel back if you can. And then pull the right knee in and we'll come to chair. Straighten the legs, palms together. All right. Have another sip of water. I bought these lights from Amazon that are shining because it's kind of dark in here. I'm sweating. I'm sweating today. So have some extra water if you like. Okay. So let's come to the top of your mat. And again, think about this continuum. On one end, we have tamas, which is inertia, heaviness. On the other end of the spectrum, we have rajas, which is, dynamic, really elevated, energetic, producing. And then in the center, we have sattva. So please, for yourself, choose sattva today, or even notice your tendencies. What are they? And can you move yourself more to the midline? All right. So we practice together, but your work, all of our work, is to find what's right for us, right? All right. So finding your mountain pose, let's just close our eyes, palms at your heart center. Feel your palms touching. Let's bring the tongue to the palate, the space behind the teeth. Maybe just say this word, sattva. We're looking to have a sattvic experience, or we're looking to have more sattva tendencies. Press into the feet, reach the arms up, bend the knees, chair, touch the ground. Now bring your hands to your heart. We're going to take the left elbow across to the right thigh, and we'll take a twisted chair. Pick up your left heel and step straight back. So we'll take this twisted high lunge, and then left fingertips down, right arm up. Bring the palms together. We're gonna face the palms forward and touch the ground. Widen, oh no, keep your right foot down. Let's take the left knee down and take another hip flexor low lunge. Lift the chin, the sternum, and breathe. And we're gonna work to strengthen our left quadricep muscle. So the hamstrings have gotten pretty strong, and we're looking for balance between the front and the back of the body. So keep the top of your left foot down and lift your knee up if you can. If that's not working, skip it. Now bring the knee down. Press the top of your foot down and lift your knee. And then let's bring the knee down. And then one more time. So we're gonna press the top of the foot down and lift the knee. So we want our muscles to be long and strong. And then bring your knee down. Widen your right foot. Let's see, we're curl the left toes and spin the left foot flat. Virabhadrasana 1. Right hip crease drawing back. Power your legs from your feet. And then bring your palms together at your heart center. Engage your core. We're going to fold toward our right thigh. Rise back up and reach the arms up. Transition to pyramid poses. Use your blocks. If you need a little extension on your arms, touch the ground. Roll off the left heel. Let's step in about a foot and widen your right foot. Find that place where you can keep the right leg straight without struggle. Maybe a couple of blocks on some level is going to help you with that. Once you have that foundation, left foot turning on a slight angle, right hip drawing back. Take an inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, fold toward yourself. Let's find the Ujjayi breath here. So these energies can be within a sequence as well. We become more and more aware. Let's keep the left hand to the ground or a block, right thumb to your hip crease, and then press down into the left hand. You're turning from deep in the low left belly across to the right armpit to take this twisted Pavrita Trikonasana. And then right hand will come down. Look at your left foot, we're gonna make it parallel. Bring your right foot to the center, and now we're gonna shift and lift your left leg up off the ground and tuck your left knee behind your right. Low crouch and curl, maybe bring your hands to prayer. And then bring your both hands down onto the floor blocks. Let's come into Pavrita Ardha Chandrasana, left hand on the floor or block. Oops. Yeah, right thumb to the right hip crease. Again, that deep turn in your low left belly across to your right armpit. And then reach through your right fingertips, your left heel, the crown of your head. And then right hand down, left foot down. Let's walk the hands to the hips and come up. Reach up, palms together, and exhale, hands to heart. So we'll go the other way. Find your feet. Lift the arms up, bend knees, chair. Palms together, we'll take the right elbow to the left thigh. Hug the outer hip muscles in. Pick up your right heel and step straight back. Good, lift the arms up. Right hand to the left thigh, left arm back. Extend the right arm forward. Lift the arms up. And then let's see where to take the hands to the ground. I hope I'm keeping us on track with the sequence. Bring the right knee down and we'll take this hip flexor low lunge again. And just breathe here for a few moments. Check in. Press into the top of your right foot, lift the knee up to strengthen the quadricep. On the right side, now bring the knee down. Press the top of the foot down, lift. And then lower. One more time, top of your right foot down, engage your core, lift up. And then bring the knee down. We'll bring the left foot over to the left, curl the right toes, and spin the right foot flat, rising up into Virabhadrasana 1. Bring your hands to your heart, prayer mudra. Keep your core turned on as you bow toward your left thigh. Rise back up and reach the arms up. Touch the ground, pyramid poses. We'll straighten the right foot, step in maybe about a little bit more, about a foot, depending on your stance for your warrior one. Maybe widen your left foot. You want to straighten your left leg, inhale, lengthen, and then exhale down. And breathe. You're in a forward fold, which is flexion, which we want to focus on exhalations. Good, let's take the right hand to the ground, left thumb to your hip crease, pull the navel in, we'll take this nice deep twist. Bring the left hand down. Pivot the right foot to parallel. We're going to bring the left foot to the center, and then pick up your right leg. Soften your left knee. We're going to bring the hands to the heart, and then pull the right knee behind the left, and just hold for a couple moments, low crouch and curl. Bring the hands down. We extend through the right heel. Vrita Ardha Chandrasana. I like to pull my left thumb to my hip crease, hug the hips to the bones, extend your you're turning from deep in your core. Vrita Ardha Chandrasana. Left hand down, oops, and right foot down. All right, let's rise up, palms touch, and exhale, hands to heart. One more sun salutation, if you like, lift the arms up, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Top of a push-up, plank pose. Your version, Chaturanga Dandasana. Into a beautiful back bend, and over your toes into Dana. Let's just take a couple breaths here, and breathe. Lift your heels and touch your knees to the ground. Keep your toes curled and sink your hips back. Walk your hands out. Lift your head. We're going to glide into our back bends. Maybe just see it feels different. Let's curl the toes and sink back. Come out forward. We'll come back one more time. And just breathe. Let your head lift and walk the hands in. And let's pull the knees toward the wrist and come around. Interlace your hands for a moment. Let's take a few figure eights for the wrist. One direction. And then the other. Good. And then hands to the heart. All right. We'll come around. We're going to come back to a bridge pose. So let's keep the feet about hip width apart. Scoot the glutes toward your heels. When you look at yourself from the side, knees are over the ankles, and just walk onto your back. And as you come down for a moment, just let's try to dial things down. So we were in a Rajasic state. Let's come into a Sattvic state by utilizing our breath. Bring the tongue to the palate, the space behind the teeth. And take a few moments here with your breath. Now let's open the palms and press your hips up. And let both arms lift over your head. And we'll just take a nice stretch here and breath. We're going to relax, but keep your integrity by hugging muscles to bones. You roll your glutes toward your heels, engage your core. And then bring your hips and your pelvis down as we bring the arms along the sides of the body. Pick up the right foot and cross the right ankle on your left knee. Let's pick up the left foot and hold the top of your left knee. So We did some hip work today, but we did a lot of internally rotated positions, so I just want to make sure we balance that out. Internal and external rotation by taking this Supranasana, this reclining pigeon. You could dive your right arm through the triangle, interlace in front of or behind your left heel toward your left glute, your right elbow pressing against your right thigh. So off of the mat, if we find ourselves too much in one direction or overdoing something, or maybe something that we're choosing that we know isn't that great for us, but it's giving us some sort of comfort, can we be more aware and try to have more balance? And then bring the left foot down, let's uncross and we'll go the other way. Engage the core, pick up your right leg, you can stack your hands or dive the left arm through and bring your left elbow against your left thigh, right heel towards your right glute, left foot flexed. We can also start to not so much think of things as being good or bad, but balanced. And then let's release. We're going to hug the knees in and rock a little side to side. Press your back down. Good. Let's cross the right ankle over the left. Lift your hands underneath your skull. Keep the navel drawing in. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, up, and exhale, down. One more time. Inhale, up, and exhale, down. Uncross your ankles. Let's hug the legs together and drop our knees to the left. And we'll take a twist. And then come back to center and give yourself a little rock from side to side. Cross your ankles the other way, interlace your hands, engage your core. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Try not to use your neck, use your core. Lift up and down, uncross your legs. We're gonna take our legs, squeeze them together, and then drop your knees to the right. And let's take a spinal twist over here. And then come back to center. Just a few moments here, just rock side to side. Breathe out what is on the surface that you no longer need. And then let's place our feet flat and we'll transition to our Savasana. So you can stay here, knees bent, feet flat, or stretch your heels out. If you'd like to use blocks underneath your knees or your thighs, that can be helpful. Keeps your back soft. Can be gentler on your knees or if you're tight in your hips. Let's just rest here, Shavasana, peaceful pose. So here in Shavasana, we can harmonize these different elements and come to a place of sattva, harmony, balance, peace, serenity. So very slowly, gradually, let's connect back to our body, our breath, ourself. And we'll slowly begin to transition. If you'd like, take maybe a nice long stretch. That might feel delicious. And then hug your knees in toward your heart center. Let's rock up to seated. We'll meet together, Sukhasana, sweet seat, or another seated posture. You can bring the palms together in front of the heart center. We'll take a moment of gratitude. So sattva is stillness of mind. In Ayurveda, the mind is considered to be the sixth sense that controls the other five senses. The pure state of sattva, where the mind is considered one with the soul, is the true state of awakening. Sattva brings about goodness, truth, compassion, and peace. Let's let the fingertips come up to the center of our forehead, the third eye. From here, we can bow to one another to say namaste. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. All right, everyone. Let's see. Oh, I thought I unmuted you all. What happened? No? Maybe I can unmute you. I'm trying to unmute all. Let's see.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. Everyone, so nice to be together on this Monday morning. I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you, Megan. All right, everyone.
Good to see everyone.
Sandy, is there anything that you want to share with us?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right, thank you to Sandy and Susan and Allie for